So Gaffer, two games back to back last weekend in the tight bank holiday schedule, and two victories, and also at the same time two very different performances, but nevertheless 4 wins on the trot now.
Yeah, I think we had to make a big effort to get some wins under our belt after the first couple of games, and the boys have put in a real good effort. We haven't yet reached the heights of the football that we want to play, although some of the goals have been quality. So there are at least highlights in our game, which is good. But the energy that they've shown has been great. And a lot of teams changed their teams radically from the Saturday to the Monday. We tried to keep pretty much the same group, and they proved on the day that that worked out okay. And then we used the subs as and when we needed to. So yeah, two good wins over the bank holiday, and it's good to get 6 points in 3 days, even though we had to give them a bit of a break, a bit of a recovery session, and then it's probably recovery all the way through to our next game at Aveley.
Now with the Slough game, it was more of a dig-in and a couple of moments of quality that eventually turned the game around and got us the win. Whereas on Monday, we seemed to control the game from start to finish, but then got undone by that one breakthrough for Braintree.
Yeah.
Was it pleasing to see the team controlling the game throughout?
It was more controlled than the previous games, that's for sure. So hopefully if we keep on that upward momentum of quality, then we'll be okay. I mean, I think the stats showed that we had 18 shots, and me, like everybody else, Downsy, we was all disappointed with not having too many shots up at Slough, certainly not in the first half. But I think the highlights that we've put out show how more dangerous we were, and there was some good skill and some good ability in front of our fans, even though we was 1-0 down, as you said. But we hung on in there. We got hold of the ball. We looked a little bit more confident, and I think every time you win and it becomes a good run, like 4 wins, then hopefully your lads get more and more confident as it goes on. So and they were tired, but they were happy in the dressing room that we'd put in a lot of shots and we had a lot of opportunities, if you like.
Now, with that second home game running now, we've seen the return of Gary time this season. But as we've said before, with the amount of time that's being added on this season, is it good to see that the team is still going right to the end, even with these long minutes at the end of games?
Yeah. We always say it's not the winning that counts. Of course it is, but the saying goes, it's the will to win. And I think that the boys showed that will to win. That was for sure, because Jarvis was not favourite to get that ball. He ran back 70 yards once to make a tackle, and everybody was playing their part in doing extra, doing a little bit more than they had done previously. And I think we could see that Braintree were hanging on a bit and playing a little bit for time, and that's then up to us to pick it up, and we did that. And for the second home game running, because Chippenham was the same, it was a great ending and a great result.
Moving on to this weekend, a team that we've never faced before, new to the National League South themselves, and they come out of the blocks really quickly, Aveley, and got themselves up to obviously be a position below us. So tough game in prospect on Saturday.
Yeah, it will. Excuse me. It will be a tough game because we've had a look at it. Me, Lou, and Downsy, we always have a look at the opposition. So we don't get a day off. People say, enjoy your day off, but we're always working on our days off. And they look okay, and they deserve to be where they are. So we've got to make sure that our game comes out, and it's our game that we're worried about. As far as if we play, then we know oppositions can't show often enough what they can do. But Aveley have done well, and they've adapted quickly to the Conference South, and they're certainly one of the major teams in it.
Obviously, this Saturday is another artificial pitch. Do you find it's maybe easier to play on the artificial pitches back-to-back away games rather than play them in spits and spats?
Maybe if you didn't have a grass pitch in between that, our own, and our grass pitch is fantastic at the moment, and credit to everyone that's dealing with that, Julian and his gang. We're trying not to use the AstroTurf stroke grass argument with the lads. You know, they've just got to deal with what's in front of them, and whether that's, you know, Astro grass or whatever it is, we need to perform, and they need to adjust. They need to be clever enough to, you know, get their passes differently. Sometimes you've got to hit it a bit firmer on some AstroTurf, sometimes a bit softer, but I always say the footballer in them has got to come out and read the situation.